Hi, this is Freya answering another one of your questions. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today I'm going to answer a question that was asked by Ayman Azazo, and he asks, how can I deal with vocal fatigue? So I want to give you a few tips. First of all, of course, you want to prevent any form of vocal fatigue. And I would define this vocal fatigue as the state that you get in where you notice your vocal cords are noticeably strained and your voice is impaired. So a lot of times when you feel vocal strain and a lot of fatigue, your voice tends to get lower, deeper. You start changing your voice color just because you've been working your vocal cords so much. You have to imagine it's like a muscle. The muscle starts getting tight after you've been using it a lot, and your vocal cords start getting tight. Now, a lot of times, of course, when you notice that you get to that state while you are singing, you want to try to counteract. And the way to actually prevent that is in your singing to not be on 100% pressure all the time. So you don't want to put consistent pressure on your vocal cords, meaning that you should work a lot with dynamic changes. And that has always saved my voice, trying to work a lot with dynamic changes, meaning using loud, but then even if you have a song that is pretty loud and pretty high intensity, that you still look for those moments where you can relax in between. And there are always little islands that you can relax on, even if it's just for a small moment. But the more variation you can have within your singing, the less quickly you will get fatigued. Now, if you do have vocal fatigue, of course, the very best thing is just to rest your vocal cords. But your vocal cords are much like muscles. If you do have a lot of stuff going on, meaning you have a few more gigs this week and you do feel fatigued, try to, first of all, not speak a lot, because speaking will put a lot of strain on your vocal cords. Actually, it does more than singing. Minimal speaking. And then, of course, you want to try to get enough sleep to counteract that and to, help the healing process. And what also has helped me a lot is just to keep drinking warm fluids. And the best thing I can recommend is actually ginger tea made with fresh ginger. Just cut up fresh ginger and pour hot water over it and actually let it sit in a thermos for all day long until it's really spicy then. But it really is so good for your vocal cords, and that warmth just going through your throat really soothes it. So of course you want to prevent vocal fatigue by having a good technique, and being too breathy will also cause quick fatigue. But sometimes, even if you have perfect technique, there are times when you will be tired vocally just because you've been doing so much. And if you are a professional, maybe even if you're not a professional, but you have been doing a lot, maybe some choirs, sometimes they have a rehearsal weekend, and then you have the concert, and there's a lot of singing. So you want to try to really minimize the speaking, do all the things that I told you to do to really save your vocal cords. And just know that if you overdo it once, that is not the end. Your vocal cords probably will not take any permanent damage if you just overdo it once. The permanent overdoing it and the permanent pushing it too much, that's what's actually going to do some harm. And of course, if you do it once, but really extremely excessively pushing it, which you would have to do a lot to be doing that, there could be some damage resulting from that. But then you would notice right away it would really hurt and your voice will just go out suddenly. So those are some tips. Always keep in mind your voice is unique. You only have one. You can't replace it. You can't buy another one at a store for no money in the world. And you can't really repair it easily. So you want to really take good care of it. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Hope I'm going to see you very soon. And until then, don't forget, always keep a song in your heart and always keep on singing. Bye.